We need more counter-drone capabilities, and that's what I'm suggesting. I have a concrete plan. I will come to that. I bring it to the table today and tomorrow for the Council of Ministers. So I'm reworking on it with the funds. We are also internationally very engaged. We have a lot of good neighbors and neighboring countries, NATO allies, and they're all trying to help us out. So that's very good news.
Is Vladimir Putin provoking Europe? Is the end near? Who is flying drones all across Europe's aerospace? We need to find out about this. Some crazy stuff happening, fellas. Multiple drones are being spotted on different places in Europe. In Munich, in Brussels, in Copenhagen, in Oslo. Multiple drones, unmanned drones, very skilled pilots. And many questions are being asked. Who is flying these drones? Multiple activities have been stopped. Airspace disruption across Belgium. Yes, here's Belgium on the map. Brussels and Liège airport, you see on the map here, were temporarily shut down due to drone sighting, along with disruptions at other airports, including Ostende and Aviation. So multiple drones are flying across Europe, especially in Belgium, where flights were stopped. As you would imagine, many travelers blocked in airports sitting down because their flight has been cancelled or reported. Very unusual situation.
It's all of a sudden, just because of the drone that they saw and the airspace is closed. So now hoping for the best, because we are just waiting, because they just said that you can, we're going to book you for another flight the next day. Now we don't know the timing. But let's see what happens.
Very much. I'm Ukrainian, and I'm very much concerned that now in the heart of Europe we can see drones flying out of nowhere, and we have no means to prevent that or to fight that back.
And also, the drones have not been flying over civilian airports only. They've also been flying over military airports, and this is very dangerous. Defense Minister Theo Franken confirmed that the drones were operated by skilled pilots. Okay, these are not amateurs, and flew over critical infrastructure. So basically, the drones were also reported flying over Klein-Brogel, Belgium's largest military base near Antwerp Airport. In an attempt to intercept them, they used helicopters and jamming system. They completely failed. So helicopters and jamming system failed to stop the drones, and the drone flew over this very critical base that hosts American tactical weapons. So in other words, this military base hosts American nuclear weapons in Belgium. Some drones coming from nobody knows were flying over it. Very skilled drone pilots, very skills. Basically, they're trying to send helicopters and jamming system to stop the drone. They were unable to do this.
We see that it is coordinated in time and space. These are not all coordinated actions in time and space. It is intentionally disruptive. It often happens at the same time, the darkest moment of the day, just after dusk, just before the stars appear. It is then pitch black.
Now, who may be behind the drones? Question mark. I know you have an idea, who's behind the drones? Obviously, a lot of people think it's Russia, but you cannot accuse Russia directly because there's no proof, okay? Lack of proof, lack of evidence so far. You cannot accuse Russia. And like I said earlier, this has not only happened in Belgium. It's happened also in Munich airport, where the drones were spotted. In September, they halted flights in Oslo and Copenhagen. You can see Munich, Copenhagen, Oslo, and Brussels, very different places. As you would imagine, everybody thinking about somebody or a specific country. Now, the question is, why hasn't the European accused Russia openly about this? Because of lack of evidence. Okay, there's no evidence direct linking Russia into this. Even though President Donald Trump said that NATO should shoot down these drones, NATO has not done so yet. Question number one is, why haven't they accused Russia? Remember, even though most people may think the drones come from Russia, remember in September 2022, the Nord Stream pipeline were bombed and destroyed. This pipeline allowed Russia to send gas from Russia to Europe via Germany. This was one of the biggest tools that Ukrainians believe Russia held over Europe, over control and decision. Russia sending cheap gas to Europe disabled Europeans to stand strong, supporting Ukraine in this fight. They felt like by destroying this gas pipeline, the United States of America and Ukraine felt that the gas provided by Russia to Europe was one of the manipulative tools that Russia had over Europe. After the gas pipeline blew up, most of people were very quick to point the finger at Russia. They said Russia did it. Russia did it. Russia destroyed the pipeline. Russia tried to weaponize energy.
Now the Russians are pumping out disinformation and lies. We're going to work with our allies to get to the bottom of precisely what happened.
It is clear that their authorities are not interested in identifying the true perpetrators of what happened, and it appears that they are interested in the opposite, in hiding data, facts, and evidence.
Eventually, it was revealed that it was a Ukrainian hit team, a sabotage team that did that. According to Wall Street Journal, the sabotage operation involved a small sailing boat of a team of 6 people in combination of Ukrainian soldiers and civilians with relevant expertise. The cooperation used private funding that was directed by a serving army general who reported to Ukraine's then Commander-Chief Valery Zaluzhny. Zelensky approved the plan, but later backtracked after the CIA found out about it and asked Kiev to call it off. Apparently, as per this review, Zelensky approved the hit on the pipeline. But who was to blame? Russia was to blame for the pipeline. So after everybody accused Russia of doing this, the Europeans then were ashamed to see that it wasn't actually Russia that did it. Maybe that's the reason why this time around, they're choosing not to accuse Russia directly. Russia will do it perhaps to spy on Europe because Belgium hosts strategic weapons that belong to the United States of America. That could be a possibility. Number 2, maybe Russia could be trying to probe European defense to see how capable they are. By sending drones, they're trying to see how Europe will react to these drones. It's a possibility. Number 3, Russia is maybe trying to test Europe's readiness to react on Russia's action. So in case Russia had to attack, how can Europe react? What would they do? Because every time you do an attack, you also observe how your opponents react. Brussels is important because it's a de facto capital of both NATO and the European Union. In Brussels, you have NATO headquarters. In Brussels, you have European Commission, the European Council, the Council of European Union, all is stationed in Brussels. So the strength of Europe is basically in Brussels. So why not try Brussels? Now, like I said earlier, Russia has not been accused because maybe it's somebody else. Maybe just like the Nord Stream pipeline, it could be another country doing it. Well, maybe that country is also trying to push Europe into feeling threatened directly by Russia, so that they can get hotter into their reaction against Russia. Like, oh, we have been attacked. By the way, do you see the drones at your doorsteps already? At your airport, the disruptions and many other things. Now, if you found yourself to be weak in a potential fight against a very strong person, but next to you is somebody else who's just as strong as they are, and you could potentially get that person to fight this fight for you, would you do it or not? Would you allow him to come into the fight, tell him whatever you can so he can be involved, or would you let this strong person crush you and your family? Let me know how you feel about this. It was a great pleasure. God bless.